We now know exactly what relative and absolute cell references are and how they can be used. A mixed cell reference is a combination of both types. There are two types of mixed cell references, and they look like this. We can have a cell reference with an absolute column and relative row, or a reference with a relative column and an absolute row. If you look at these mixed references, can you guess which is which? This first reference has a $sign only before the column letter. We know that a $sign makes a reference absolute, so this means that our column reference is absolute, but our row reference is relative. So in the second example, our column reference must be relative because there's no $sign, and our row reference is absolute because the $sign appears just before the row number. Now, when you copy or fill a formula containing mixed cell references, the relative references adjust, but the absolute ones don't change and stay constant. Let's see this in action using Formula View. Right now, our formula consists of a relative cell reference and an absolute cell reference. Let's just edit this second reference to make it a mixed reference by removing the $sign before the row number. This turns it into an absolute column and relative row reference. Now let's drag our formula down this column to copy it. Have a look at what happens in the formula in each cell. As we expected, our column is locked to column F in each formula, but our row reference adjusts relative to the row. Mixed cell references can be really helpful for certain calculations. For example, when we want to calculate values for tiered tax or commission levels based on the same data set, we can use mixed cell references to help us and save us time. Now, do you notice anything strange in these cells? Look at the top left corner of the cells. Do you see these small green triangles? These indicate that there is an error in the cell values calculated. Now, if we exit Formula View, this is evident. These cell errors are because of the mixed cell references we were using to demonstrate with, because it's telling Excel to use non-numerical values for calculations, which won't work. We will look at the various errors we may encounter in Excel and what to do in those cases in the troubleshooting topic. Now, before we end, I just want to share a handy shortcut. Instead of entering $signs manually in cell references, we can use keyboard shortcuts to help us toggle between cell reference syntax. Just click anywhere on a cell reference within a formula and then press the F4 key. Pressing the F4 key allows us to toggle between relative, absolute, and mixed cell references.